Right, every be akwaba at the Abba Sports Arena. So Brasso say a tenase na de agudie mu nsam at the bro. This week a Champions League week. This week a Champions League week. And there are games I would do games I would do to jana a Stadio de Luz a ho na a venue of attraction. Why one game ni be why your proper football now so referee na no jina agopramane ntemu ne pa de ball di ye no, to be honest, cause o je penalty be pa dem abasa na to mean say more rem and VAR and check po an we say ball no e penalty and as enye penalty. Yes o to mean say Yamila ma o dum ho na no ja no to referee je penalty o de be ye 4-3 cause na ye 4-2 at some point. And almost share it. Basel for no more emergency or more Benfica for no emergency or more shell last minute. 4-4 no. The ultimate and also clear penalty referee and a Basel for the counter. A share 4-3. It's a gamer. A raise a year 5-4 yes. A raise a lot of a year controversies. You be doing come on. Juventus and to me and Shego. Ultimate say yes. Emu etumi yeda. Let's go Madrid. As a car team no ten. Emu be team brutal because wow baby ni bia no, you are giving yourself a chance to qualify to the next stage. You are giving yourself a chance to qualify to the next stage. Inti Paris Saint-Germain ebet na Parc des Princes na fi omone Manchester City. So the aboni Pep Guardiola waye signings. Omar Mamouche adjoin team no saso ana ultimate yes coaching of anso adjoin e wono ma enyama enso no ebetumi akoye de Manchester City boboko nti ye bewrem ho na wahu de ekọ na de eba Europa no so na match ba ko betodwa Europa match ba ko betodwa andra ultimate yes Galatasaray hyemiensa ehwe animu a tenafie e ma training nyina katete can we say RB Leipzig this Champions League winning game here obe host as any ebe papa because omu winning they will definitely give themselves a chance to qualify to the next round. AC Milan so ne Girona na de bebo ni AC Milan Girona Arsenal and Dynamo Zagreb Edinburgh da so and a Celtic bobuku no and Manchester City Real Madrid and Salzburg Real Madrid game also winning Manchester City Real Madrid and Salzburg Real Madrid game also winning Real Madrid matches aka nyina also yeden winning say so mbo we aka last round of games I also mo yeden mbo Sparta Prague and so ne Inter ebebo ene Sparta Prague any int because omo da Brest and Brest sha unta Arsenal e was Arsenal shenne Bayer Leverkusen Inter Milan was Inter shenne Aston Villa next game e was yeden oshe e was oshe because say one sha asamaba the next match obebo fi obetrefi no ni Celtic abo ntino say na a first position Liverpool to me van say Liverpool and America say ono no why they were qualify Andra only dina o me ati ayi Juventus AC Milan o say na AC Milan ehye PSV Club Brugge Benfica Sporting CP was so so person qualify so share ene na the last game so share na onya 16 points final de so no also ene so or person qualify was no so share on Bayern ebo Stuttgart so no was the next game also share. I don't think Stuttgart be ra win ma playoff. There is no way Stuttgart beat me era automatic qualification. Real Madrid there was Real Madrid there then ehye Osha na obeko 12 points no akwa last game no akwa 15 into Real Madrid so no yes Duran 3 Haj and so Musa Haj for 3 Kulinovic 3 Maida and so 3 and Melambo and so no 3 goals. Randojic and so no 3. Rendes 3. Ratagu 3. Sesko 3. Sima 3. Elliot 2. Musiala 2. Rafael Leao 2. Tammy Abraham 2. And Clutchy and so no 2. Flamingo 2. Gordon Gakpo 2. Jimenez 2. Grimado 2. Con 2. And Llewellyn we mokaino siki akono invite the neba ma say dabi on me bomb Ghana. Llewellyn
players be moving to hat-trick against Barcelona. So yesterday, I mean, Niger no concern because for the away team, say away team in that form, and you say the only occasions as had we happen was when Borussia Dortmund and Elijah was a boy in somewhere in 2016, and not only Barcelona for self manage that way, no 2 goals to come on Mabel winning 5. I mean, the game was crazy. I mean, you see how the goals Vangelis Pavlidis see. I mean, a night to remember for. The Greece attacker out here, Mosheni third goal, but hat-trick against Barcelona in 30 minutes, and only 2 players and about hat-trick quicker in the Champions League than Abrantandi and the Vangelis Pavlidis. That is history. Robert Lewandowski against RB Leipzig in 2022. That was 23 minutes, and Abrantandi Marcus player that young chap Abrantandi Andres Shankdrop also. This is a player on who see a kind of man know he's been scoring for fun for Benfica in Omo League, and he was a player of my Juice Kunde Juice Kunde couldn't match up the pace and then the skills, and you see most of Omugos Omushe was from the left side, and there is only create a lot of chance or that game a Boama Benfica for it's me LED the game now to that a stager. Omotna Homa Basa Ebetetika. I mean, this is one of the things that Emma the UEFA Champions League game, one of the best in Europe, because Branton Andres, he created a lot of chances for Benfica. They couldn't do so well for me. Alejandro Bade, Pau Kubasi, Arau, any Juice Kunde, Ucheki Omami when a drew stages are Nabasa air pressure mono. Coach Bruno Lage changes or Frederick Orsens, Florentino Branton they Okun Koku, Andres are no a threat to Barcelona. I mean, in fact, to change the front training now, front training now, which was something I feel like I me but I mean the changes are coach and has a flex in some way a one because Eric Garcia inclusion of my go Alejandro Bade, Femi Lopez, Belmont was all attacking game. Marcasodo Efrimu and my Frankie De Jong was something that helped the team very well, and I think that the coach Bruno Lage the in-game changes and the in-game management couldn't help Benfica team, but I mean after that the game plan or the core game was something that was perfect. It automatically me qualify, but you see and they be more airport, so those teams are Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, and all these clubs are Nyamia Domain number 1. If they are able to win Nyamia Domain, they will all enter into the top 8. I mean standings now. It means the Aston Villa able to no how checky game now. How himself he's not been scoring the number of goals and him, so no only Watkins or Shentama and a Aston Villa for attack I am very sloppy. In fact, after or she go against Arsenal or she go against Everton, but since then this season Obobo 2 goals no she go no Asamebo another 2 goals no she go. He has been something and say Aston Villa failed to score despite the fact that the first 15 minutes of dominating game, the chances are Morgan Rogers, Duran, and then Watkins, they could have even scored. The game, but I mean, I know Monaco did well, and you see how Brescia standings now. Monaco at that almost at that 10th position, and if they are able to Champions League or need to manage at the Celtic and Ebebo home, and if they are able to get that win, it might even help them. So meet me and you baby pada after say the last one of the league phase matches before the round of 16 to be. I think that they did very well. As a team, Atletico Madrid said this season open one of the teams of more Europe or more former. In fact, they didn't let that Leganese lose over the week. Article 4 it's me essay unbeaten record winning streak and more in this season. I mean it was a nice game, and then witness another gamer made me a good game. So for the home team was Bologna and Borussia Dortmund. Prior to this game, I wasn't seeing Borussia Dortmund losing this game. Looking at how the number of games are not Molusu now, Kaufia league standings, maybe Omoda getting that win, maybe Ankebiti or checking Bologna in the Champions League this season now, or that's the whole baby that win on against Dortmund. I'm gonna 5 points. It means that prior to this game, no, or just 2 points now Walusu out of the 6 games or bono now Untimi and win a lot of games. Now Bruja also over 18 games unbeaten streak, or 4 in the Belgium league, and it was very hard say Juventus back me na game ending a 0-0 draw no then share more, but at least these two teams are teams are games on boy no and produce goals in terms of club bridge games or ball, and in terms of Juventus games or ball produce goals in as much as say win and as a draw no. I wasn't seeing a goalless draw, but I saw a full-time draw. So seeing Juventus and club bridge playing in 90 minutes with how these teams are more attacking, how defending was something that Chelsea both coaches wasn't ready to lose the game, and I mean it was one of the good games and boy so winning. I mean it was a straight win. And I share the only option I say all the options I mean
was Ocean is striking force now. John Duran and an Asia goes ni be man in the Champions League. See John Duran is to go goals ne kofem and we are friends saying Watkins are no a leading striker, no so share more goals no in draw chances are always still game no. I think in draw the setup to the game wasn't good, because you say Bundia a player he's very good offensively, but defensively no onye that solid. But during the game no, he introduced more attackers in the game, and no say they can get the goal. In Tindra will be a game ni who say or the Rogers and any Watkins, but still Enyama and Kuye. I think going forward they have a chance to at least get into the playoff round. Baby Omodano say ene other clubs ne was yet say Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Emu Winia, they can push them into the playoff stage, and maybe the playoff they can get a good team to at least beat them and qualify for the next round of the Champions League. But I think performance-wise, now Aston Villa form not DP in the Champions League. We were expecting more from them, and they didn't provide what we were looking for. With Atletico Madrid and Bayern Leverkusen game, it was a good game. Obianim said this fixture, it comes with a whole lot of Leverkusen are up. They need to come out and also equalize, and that could make their back leak. By the Abasobode Nabema Simeone would change his back introducing Korea for player friend Griezmann. Korea be no be assist Alvarez in that goal. Korea a player be you didn't come on harder. He's a player, I think his best role in a team is coming in as a sub, because of buying in as a sub, he brings in more energy into the game. No making sure say team no going forward, no be assist and no be go abua. Into Ndwebo Simeone about, so even though said the odds and everything was against 0.77, which wasn't even up to 1 at Chelsea, omuntimi ponche go ball possession. Omo just 30%. Attempt was just 5. Shot on goal, Omo boy was 2. Goals. People were expecting say he would be the man to lead this Dortmund side. But I think in case of Dortmund for whom in that game against Real Madrid, Dortmund equal 2 goals up. Real Madrid ebetiti na eshomo. That is one thing I know. So being who say as a coach, he's not on that level to be able to handle this Dortmund side, because so Oshe going 2-0 up against Real Madrid. Now Uye changes to cost you the game. It's something that is very annoying. As a Dortmund fan or THE, because I didn't know coach. You 2-0 up with the same thing. With the chance they got, it was a penalty. And Omodi shares are going. In draw Ubi or share game with a red card would harm them, because a game Liverpool air attacking. Now Liverpool over 11 against 11, more pressure. Not 11 against 10. But who say after the red card, leave for your margin. Say okay, game no, you go forward. You lose where we are 1 man down. Let's see if you can get the equalizer. Within 3 minutes after the red card, Jonathan Davis, I who say or share Real Madrid, a shot Atletico should say yes, this Champions League, this big guns no more Champions League. No beat me, no more console to me share that goal Emma Lee. But I think Liverpool have shown with Slot any changes this season at Chelsea every forward. You who in their league game against Brentford, Darwin Nunes Ibim with the inclusion or by with 2 goals. With this game, even with Curtis Jones or Mar Salah assist in the second half, the first changer way and Slot here and so Oyi Barcelona ain't me anything and close. So as a coach in the first half, looking at getting 3 say in case or Troaso any side and attack them. but make sure say defensively you are good. But o change ye ebe switch ebe ball 5 back. With this 5 back allowed Barcelona so okay. Yen jina yen high line so na afi dey yen fa pressure and mom. Game no it's ours to lose. It is a more pressure no more share fine. But with the pressure you bet me actually go and who say Barcelona ebe titi this goes na to the extent say in the last dying embers of the game no still they do time and then said now Benfica it's a slow game no now for the more person more attack Barcelona more. So I think Bruno Lage has a lot of blame in this game. Say Benfica fan be actually a game where any NG coach because of one the changes the approach in the second half and also
and at the penalty now a man here 4-3 was it a penalty? I
think the officiating in the Champions League no me during the commentary Vincent me can say there are things that happened in the game on maybe EPL the EPL example because na mostly with the EPL their decisions they would have taken. I think this game referee 80 years then able to go so but I think in the last embers of the game that ball was a penalty. That was a similar penalty at Barcelona Baldi a penalty ma Lewandowski but I think about BB said now in football and you say it's more of corruption and BB but there's more. I think Benfica nya chances BB say you share game ne starter I think chances for munya and they should have even converted a whole lot. Say Ubo game now nya 6 big chances. Now out of the 6 big chances no say shot on goal move 5. Now Osha they were getting chances and they were missing. So I think the officiating wasn't fair on the side of Benfica because at least a VAR review should have been made to check say and pass a ball near penalty meaning it would affect the Rafinha goal but I think the speed of the game then so can win the last embers of the game now it's a pressure and need a full round need a whole lot of things but mostly in himself with the home team there in car they will be was on the bench trying to complain about it on the crowd a red card MRF in the pound game but
12 points Ruben Amorim Eboma Air Sports or Jimu 10 and Tigo Sherry be a sports and so that in recent times Omunyama and Shedam Koy after say Ruben Amorim free her the coach who came in so ya permanent need is a new coach in our horse sporting for enjoyable evening time or Germany in the Champions League. I mean they went to score Eintracht Frankfurt 3-0 and from Ruben Amorim free her the Niama be João Pereira by Medica Casano so massacre no Sporting Lusu 5-0 home to Arsenal Omoko away on the Club Brugge after Amorim call and Niama to Lusu sa 2 games nina and you see it's going to be an interesting thing my brother and Eduardo Charisma Nuno Santos, Matheus Ruiz, any player bit say Victor Guerrero almost also 80 goals. So no side and 80 side man in the 4th time in the one Premier League campaign say Omolusu almost 3 home games in so this game is going to be very interesting. You look at Leipzig for almost home games so far this season. The last time Leipzig lost at home was against Aston Villa Kokoshen last year and I think Mönchengladbach and Wolfsburg since then Leipzig Obohoma Kakrebi no Tylus on Tai and Lusu Ewo home. So going into this game and Sporting CP form and shedding the best like how I know Ruben Amorim holding and my game A2 open. In fact this game if you are betting and are winning more points away from home in the UEFA Champions League this season than Brest. So traveling to some of the Europe elite is going to be something that Brest might take it very, very, very easy. I don't see Brest losing this game. A double chance for Brest is highly possible. But Shakhtar Donetsk one teamer in terms of say Yambobo, if you are losing by 10-0 they will score a goal. I mean the last time Shakhtar Donetsk failed to score was when they visited Arsenal in somewhere October last year and Shakhtar Donetsk boba 1 goal. Aside that Shakhtar Donetsk games are about so far since October the debut go so home. It's going to be very difficult that Girona might go and pull a surprise AC Milan. So I mean a straight win for AC Milan highly possible, but I mean this is Girona that we are talking about. AC Milan games are so for Mobo Inano I mean resulting in over 1.5 goals. Same applies to Girona or also every game at least or making sure say even if he's not winning Krana obey me and go. The last time Girona failed to score was against Real Madrid. Madrid they show 3-0, and I think after that game they also lost 1-0 to Liverpool. Since then they've been scoring every game. They are very tough opponents to beat at home, but then this is a game Omoko away. I don't see AC Milan losing at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza Nyamiaduma and then a straight win for AC Milan, highly possible, over 1.5 goals in this game and over 8.5 corners. So this game listo. Another game a very interesting here a better PSG and Manchester City game. The match day 7 for Champions League in an interesting ties in terms of the French League champion and Paris Saint-Germain listo or Magia Toaswa, and it's not going to be any news for them. But then looking at Manchester City for suggested that last 12 games on my bono a bit me idea mom Uchaki PSG head to head, and as in the previous game so far about home Park the Princess. The only time they lost was in last year November. Atletico Madrid since then PSG enya elusu game home, and in fact among previous games so far form Niema enso edema PSG recent, but this is a PSG on Manchester City PSG team naksano sometimes of late in big games we untimi and predict and shada and far more. It's going to be Saint-Germain any Man City or more or Park the Prince, arguably the most important game across Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League this season. Listo, winning just 2 games. Just 2 out of 6 games I'm in the Champions League, and City so I winning just 2 games. So this is a team both teams at least they will get a huge points from this game, a bit more push if they will get automatic qualification to the top 8 and maybe the playoffs. But you see PSG last 6 games listo win last 6 games thing winning, and so struggle. They were without Nathan Ake during the weekend. John Stones, Manola Kanch, and Ruben Diaz players likely say me Astati Obama Mush and Abranta and the cushion of will have to make domestic features only time so me maybe these players might not be able to play. But then looking at the players are both teams a bit my lining up. One City I get it back into form share team be likely say City a bit me and your Darwin. This game I see a full-time draw, but if there's any likely winner in this game, I see City winning for this game. I see City winning, but then both teams to score listo highly possible over 2.5 goals in this game, and maybe double chance for Manchester City in this game. Real Madrid and Salzburg Madrid, whenever they meet these small clubs or more for India grow. In fact, Madrid struggle in the Champions League this season. Out of 6 games, Madrid are winning 3 and a Walusu 3. Salzburg this season the Champions League will lose 5 games and our winning 1. It's no match for Real Madrid, but then Salzburg for so I team beer scoring we see a lot of wins, and in fact Madrid in the last 6 games across all competition he lost, but it's going to be an interesting game, but maybe we might not see a lot of goals in these games. Sparta Prague so within a form in a domestic league you might do a big mistake. Odomo league form just 1 game, and I don't see them how they are going to stop Inter Milan. I'll queue for a straight win for Inter Milan. We might not see a lot of goals in this game, maybe a 1-goal win or a 2-0 win for Inter Milan, or maybe a 3-1 3-2 win for Inter Milan. So I'm going for a straight win for Inter Milan and maybe over 2.5 bookies in this game. Corners this is the Inter a bit my confusion and a bit me as I will bet, so I'll go in for a straight win for Inter Milan listo.
Okay, yeah, listen.
Okay, yeah, in this game I likely say but I think both clubs have a good form coming into this game. Those who mun share Champions League in Muda because who are there why in the Champions League phase. Akoshe Real Madrid Muna in the Champions League. I think it will be an exciting game. I'm looking at goals because both teams get to score. So 1.5, 2.5 likely say beat my boy in this game. But I'm seeing Brest winning this game because of form of match in the Champions League. Or match say they can play against the big guns, and because of their performance and sometimes the fixtures no munya and abuama ene ometima we do baby or maba we do. So I think these fewer 2 games now they will try and stand in and try and get that victory at Ebeboa. The next game I measure Feyenoord and so any Bayern Munich. So we share this game Bayern Munich, yeah, a bear 1 year, because these are two clubs that we've seen them in the semi-finals, in the finals, in even on least scrum bit may do is the quarter-finals of the Champions League. And then poor position, being on the 26th position in the league phase, no, with Manchester City and that the last position, that is the 24th position. So it will be a big game, but I think Senka game win here Bono during the December time, Bianca make us Paris Saint-Germain will pick the 3 points out of this game. But Manchester City actually say after the December show now they are able to pick themselves up. In this game, it will be a very tough game. But Paris Saint-Germain, one record in the Champions League, say in their last 8 games in the Champions League, there are only 2 games when I go about. It's only 2 games and no metimabo go. But in this game, no, likely say go the ABC game for Inter Milan. Or Manchester City echo ball draw. I think or one away game and so share 1-0 in his last 3 away.
Young boys.
Yes, in his last 2-3 away games in the Champions League, no, mostly occur for the 3 points. Into a one goal or slow game, no agenda 3 points, no occur. And the 3 points is very important for Inter Milan, because if they are to get this 3 points, Ediomoko 16 points, push them straight to the 3rd position. I think they'll be safe. Even in their last game of Pording, Kwalabe at still on drop it out of the automatic qualification zone. So it will be a good game. I think with Sparta Prague able home, Okuta good form home, because in his last 5 games, Atletico Pe and a question in 6. But I'm not seeing Inter Milan scoring more goals in this game. So Inter Milan Besha, it will be at least a 2 goals in this game, but I'm not seeing them scoring more. In their last 2 visits, Inter Milan Akwakosha, Sparta Prague, Nini no Kohokolusu. So as I'm saying, Inter Milan in winning was Sparta Prague in their last, I think over almost getting to 70 years visiting them. Meaning say Inter Milan struggle, but Inter Milan away from even in the domestic league, in the Champions League, I said they are solid. They are really solid in this way. But the last time away was against Bayern Leverkusen. So I think so Obi Kwa is best and safe. So we call Inter Milan straight win. Since maybe we try so Atletico Kwakwa share Sparta Prague it we call over 3.5 and over 2.5. 1 Milan to win. So goals better there. Meaning at least Inter Milan be share a goal or 2, but I'm not seeing more than 3 goals in this game. But I think the rest of the games we have today I'm expecting more goals because all share fixtures now. They are different from the Indra. Indra, they were a bit of tough fixtures, but in Arsenal, with their game against Dynamo Zagreb, I'm tipping Arsenal to win. Leipzig get to concede, and they get to also score more goals. So I'm tipping this game to have a whole lot of goals in it. AC Milan and Girona, Conceição by and things have been on and off. Those he's making sure the games he's supposed to win or call in to win. So I think they'll pick the point against Girona. Also, I'm seeing 2 goals in this game. Celtic Young Boys. A very difficult game.
I think a straight win for Madrid and over 1.5 goals in that game. And an Inter Milan game, a double chance. So my sense is to be a Arsenal win, Inter Milan double chance, Leeds win. It's called a 3VPY. 3VPY. Listo.
Okay. Yeah, very recent.
Okay, inti ene code ni yes. Yetimi afa sika kakra Monday asan for Tuesday inti yenhwe se ene ye betimi afa bi aka with the Champions League ne boa ema at least within mid code no BVPY ema na onso fa fiska yento aso ewo MYBET.AFRICA. This to with MYBET for episode mind access ni bi nyama nko yi amom. Enu nti no mo mind access omo era ni promo no more running in my ETS with cash out and the partial cash out option here available. MIA.
Okay.
It is a bought Champions League game. Now shena first half send a nyama kono. Enkuye mawa my bet MA cash out. It's major partial no. In dry say be a Barcelona game will be called Barcelona winner. Kebeman cash out. Bet magic partial and cry chain. Tinka partial and or J partial no. Na game na sambo no asan ko jiska fofo nti one slip away twa no utimi jiska wo honko amienu. I think my bet for SM
minimum. Shakhtar Donetsk ane aya Brest. Shakhtar Donetsk ne Brest away go. Arsenal and Dynamo Zagreb. Arsenal to score 2 goals. Celtic win. Bayern Munich in final. Bayern Munich to score 2. AC Milan and Girona. AC Milan to win either half. PSG and Manchester City. PSG and Manchester City. Man City to score 2. Man City to score 2. Real Madrid and Salzburg. Real Madrid to score 2. Inter and Sparta Prague. Inter win either half. Enti we na ye me so me options are. Me ye den. Me ye. I'm expecting Bayern to score 2 goals. Bayern to score 2 goals. I'm call champion ayini Bayern. I'm form na Buffett. And AC Milan and Girona. AC Milan to win either half. AC Milan to win either half. Until my show has it. AC Milan to win either half. And PSG and Man City. And only me sure me say Man City be 2 goals. Difficult. Okay, Man City away go. Man City away go. Why? Yeah, the Man City away go, mommy.